All right, y'all, let's get into it. Big game this Sunday. Got the 49ers coming into the link to play the Eagles. You got a hot 49ers team coming in here. Well, it was hot until they lost last week against the Seahawks. But nonetheless, you got the 49ers coming in here. Good team, good solid team. Banged up right now with a lot of injuries. Coming in to face a solid Eagles defense. Now, the key to this game is we don't know what Eagles offense is going to show up. We pretty much know what defense is going to come. They've been consistent most of the season. We just don't know about the offense. Which offense is going to show up? Now, some of the key matchups to this game will be the play calling of both teams between Patullo, offensive play calling, I should say, between Patullo and Shanahan. Now, Shanahan is one of the best play callers in the NFL. There's no doubt about that. He's going to find a way to scheme players open, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on the Eagles' defense. Now, Patullo, we've seen what he's done throughout the whole season, and it hasn't been very good. Now it's the playoffs. It's win or go home. So it's no time to be playing around, man. You got to call the best plays, run the right formations. You got to do what you got to do, man. There's no time to be bullshitting around. So, but I give that edge to the 49ers. We'll see what the Eagles play calling is. Is they going to go run heavy with Saquon? If it's not working, is they going to stick to it? Are they going to run Jalen? The fans have been asking for Jalen to run the ball more because it puts pressure on the defense when you have to account for Jalen Hurts running. Or are they going to get pass happy? We just don't know because we don't know what Eagles offense is going to show up from week to week. But we do know in big money games in the playoffs over the years, we've seen the Eagles tend to show up. They tend to get their shit together and show up for the playoffs. We'll be in the trenches with the offensive line versus the defensive line. I got the Eagles defensive line winning that against the 49ers offensive lineman. Jalen Carter is back fully healthy. You got big boy Jordan Davis having his best year as a pro. Should have made the Pro Bowl, by the way. And we got a better pass rush. I expect the Eagles to dominate on that part of the field. As far as for the Eagles offensive line, you get Lane Johnson back this week, which is the best news you could probably get. You get him back to solidify the offensive line. Maybe that gets the run game going. You know, Lane Johnson is he's solid over there. You don't have to when you snap the ball, you don't have to worry about him, pretty much. So hopefully that gets the run game going, open some holes for Saquon or Bigsby. You know, break a couple big plays in the run game. So we'll see. Another thing that's going to play a big part in this game is red zone opportunities. Throughout the season, the Eagles have been one of the best red zone teams, if not the best red zone teams in the NFL. 9 times out of 10, they score when they get in the red zone, whether it's a field goal or it's a touchdown. Now for the Eagles, a big part of that red zone success has been Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert leads the Eagles in receiving touchdowns. He has 11 of them. And most of them, I think all of them, has been in the red zone. If they can get Dallas Goedert involved, keep him involved in the red zone, that plays a big part in beating the 49ers this Sunday. They have to score when they get in the red zone. Now, preferably, you want to get touchdowns. You don't want to keep kicking field goals, especially with how Jake Elliott has been lately. He's been real shaky. He hasn't been consistent like he's been over the years. So you want to preferably get touchdowns. But when you get in the red zone, Dallas Goedert does play a big role. He's a key factor down there. So if they can get him involved, keep him involved, stay creative with getting him the ball, I don't see why the Eagles lose this game. They are the better team. I mean, San Fran has been hot. You know, they're banged up. And quite frankly, they just don't have the better team than the Eagles. So there's no reason the Eagles should lose this game this weekend. So if they can do those things, you know, don't get too cute. Just do what you do. Just do what got you here over this last couple of years, man. Don't get too fancy. Don't make the game harder than what it should be. And sometimes that's what gets the Eagles in trouble, man. They can try to get cute or they just make the game harder than what it should be. Clearly, Johnny, if it's one thing I could say that the Eagles need to do as far as coaching with Sirianni, is stay aggressive. I feel like with the Eagles, if they get a lead, after they get the lead, they play not to lose instead of playing to win. They start playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You have to stay aggressive if you get the lead, especially in the playoffs. You cannot let your foot off the pedal. You can't just get conservative after you taking the lead. And that's what gets the Eagles in trouble also. It's like that's why you think so many teams come back on us. If we stay aggressive, most of these games we played this season would probably be blowouts. But for some reason, the Eagles get the lead and they wanted to start running the ball every down, even though it's not working. The play calling starts getting awful. They're running 5-yard routes. They just do stupid stuff after they get the lead. So if they if they stay aggressive, you gotta stay aggressive, especially against the 49ers. So, because Shanahan, he knows how to play calls. They're gonna score. You know what I mean? So, stay aggressive, man. You stay aggressive, you win this game easily. With that being said, I'm taking the Eagles 24-20 in a close one. That'll come down to the fourth quarter. Eagles will probably make a big play with the defense. Yeah, and the Eagles win this game, man. And they advance to the next round. Betting wise, the Eagles are 5.5. I'm not taking that. I think the over under is 44, I believe. I'm taking the under. I think it's not gonna be a high scoring game. So I'm taking the Eagles with 4 points and take that 5.5 down to 4. And I'm taking the under for betting purposes. But yeah, the Eagles win this game, man. 24-20. Let's go, Bird game.